And this is Social Skills Chipper Chat. This is a game for students ages 5 to 12, and it's going to allow them the opportunity to learn and understand the appropriate ways to deal with numerous social situations. Those will include politeness, responsibility, peer relationships, compliance, assertion, staying focused, cooperation, body language, problem solving, self-management, social rituals, and negotiation. You'll notice in front of me we have two different sized boards. The larger sized boards are our 12 different theme boards. Within these, you'll notice we're going to have 5 of each. So we'll have a total of 60 boards, but with this we can work with groups small as one-on-one activities up to a group of 5 so that they can use the same board working on the same skill. Play the game and work on those skills with the students is we have our activity book. We're going to match the picture and the story in the activity book with the skill that we're working on, and then the students can use their chips for appropriate answers on their game boards for that motivation purpose. So let's take a look at one of the game boards in the everyday scene to see how this works. As an example, I have here the Assertion Asteroids game board that's going to be their motivation. We place that in front of the student. And then we've selected the game everyday scene that's going to go along with them as their visual representation as we're reading the stories to them. We'll take our activity book. Now, you'll notice in the bottom we have these color-coded tabs. This is going to make sure that the color-coded section matches our different game board. We also have aligned and chosen number 9, which is corresponding to our picture scene. So now we're ready to begin. Students looking at the picture scene, now we're going to read the story. You'll notice in the prompts here we have story A and story B. Story A is going to be for those younger students, and it's going to cover basic details of the story for the student to remember. And you'll also notice section B. This is going to be a longer story that's going to not only provide those basic details, but also the additional details as well. We have 4 questions that accompany these stories. The students can always use this as a visual reference. But in this, we have a why question. We also have a related and a relevant question. We include a reasoning and predicting question, such as what would the student do or what do you think they're going to do, and as well as a personal discussion question, what would you do in this situation, or if you've even been in this situation, how did you respond to that? Once the student provides an appropriate response, they'll simply take the die and roll them. For example, this is a 6. They will then get 6 chips to place on their game board. And then play will move in turn from student to student around the table until everyone has had a turn. And then each time they provide appropriate response, they roll the die, get the chips, and the goal is to not only provide an appropriate response to how to deal with social situations, but also get the chips, cover their game board, and win the game. So once they're continued to play and they get all the different chips and they're able to put these on all the squares or circles on their game board, then they'll take the wand and they'll use this to pick all the chips up, just as a fun reinforcer for the students. The Social Skills Chipper Chat includes 12 themed game boards, 5 of each for a total of 60 playing surfaces, 144 social scene cards, an activity book with 144 social skill activities. Each activity includes a color-coded copy of the scene card, 2 levels of short stories, short and long, 4 discussion prompts, and the activity book also includes parent helper letter and awards. I'll receive the magnetic wand and chips